Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to review a language learning app called uTalk, who kindly agreed to sponsor this video. I'm so grateful for sponsorships like this one as they help me make more content on my channel. So I thought this app might interest some of you as I believe it stands out from other language learning apps. So what is uTalk and who is it for? uTalk is an app specifically for beginners or people interested in learning the basics of a language for travel purposes, for example. It's worthy to note that the app has an incredible range of over 150 languages and dialects, including endangered languages such as Scottish, Gaelic, Maori, Hawaiian, and many others. Its teaching approach is to teach you words or phrases organized in different topics, ranging from food and drinks, shopping, sports, travel, etc. These topics cover pretty much every daily life situation, especially if you're traveling. Each language contains about 2,500 words and phrases. As I just mentioned at the beginning of the video, uTalk is great if you want to come to grips with the language, for traveling, for example, or if you're a complete beginner and want to get some of the basics. Sometimes you don't really know where to start when it comes to learning a language, so it's kind of nice that an app organizes all that for you, so you don't have to overthink it and you can just start learning straight away. However, I do think it's important to note uTalk doesn't focus on teaching you grammar. You would have to use an extra resource if you wanted to focus on that aspect of the language you're studying. Now, let's talk about what I think about uTalk. One of the first things that struck me with uTalk is the variety of topics and situations it covers for each language. It would have been the kind of app that would have been really useful when I first went to Japan. I knew some Japanese to sort of get by, but there were situations where I didn't know a specific word or phrase to navigate through them, like shopping for clothes, for example. So before going to a shop, I would have to go on Google and find the words that I needed and the phrases and all that stuff. And it was quite time consuming. But with uTalk, you have all the words and phrases you need all in one place. However, I would say that there's at least one example of a phrase that I think should have been included but wasn't. In the restaurant module, there wasn't anything about expressing allergies. There is the phrase "I have an allergy" in the illness module, but it doesn't specifically tell you how to say "I have a peanut allergy" or "seafood allergy" or whatever, which is the type of survival phrases you might need when you're traveling. While uTalk is close to what we might call a vocabulary book, it does stand out thanks to all the mini-games included with each topic. These games are basically aimed at helping you learn or revise vocabulary from the topic of your choice. They're not compulsory and I'm sure you can learn a lot without using those games, but they're still quite useful because I think it's difficult to really learn and remember something by just reading or listening to the pronunciation of that word or phrase. I did find the memory game a little less useful because it relied on you remembering where a picture was instead of focusing on remembering a word or phrase. So it might be fun for like a mini challenge with yourself, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. Some other aspects that I've liked is the quality of the voice recording. Honestly, if an app uses a sort of robot voice or synthetic speech thingy, it puts me off immediately. And that is not the case with uTalk, as all the recordings are recorded professionally. On top of that, each word or phrase has been recorded by a man and a woman, which I found useful because at times, when I wasn't sure how a specific sound was pronounced, hearing the other voice made it clearer how the sound was supposed to be pronounced. However, I would say that when I was testing Lingala, the female voice and male voice were kind of confusing because they didn't pronounce things the same way, and I wasn't sure if it was a gender difference or maybe something regional. I'm not sure. It wasn't too common though. And finally, and that's a little touch that I enjoyed in the app, is the fact that for each language there's a topic specific to the language. It's quite common in language learning apps that they just use the same phrase and translate them across all the languages and that's it. But I think uTalk made a good choice of dedicating a topic specifically to the language and cultural elements. It was, for example, specific foods, monuments, activities, etc. I do hope they will include more of those in the future because I think that would make each of their courses more culturally rich, I guess. So, to conclude, I hope this video gave you a good idea of what uTalk is and how it works. And if you would like to try it out, you can follow the affiliate link down below. I was also informed that uTalk is currently running a language games competition and registrations are now open. So if you would like to find out more, there'll be a link regarding that in the description box below. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope to see you again on my channel. Bye!